As men, I'm saying it's our fault because we haven't stepped up to the plate to operate in our divine order. Women are not subservient by nature. You can go to the Adam and Eve story and you can see that very clear.
They need direction.
Come on. So the directive piece is so powerful. We got a house, they make it a home.
Mm-hmm.
We bring the groceries, they make the food. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying it's not that cut and dry because women are more dynamic than that. It's a lot of women that do great things. Mm-hmm. I don't ever want to put them in a box because you can't put anybody in a box. But what I'm saying is their anatomy is inner. Our anatomy is outer. Mm-hmm. A woman is emotion first, ego second. A man is ego first, emotion second. It's a reason why a woman teaches the child to cleave. Daddy teaching their ass to leave. Yeah. Man, tighten up, boy. It's yes sir, no sir, boy. No, don't be talking to him like that. Man, I'm on his ass, boy. Yeah. We ain't raising no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We ain't raising that.
Yeah.
He gonna be a real one. But if Pop ain't there, if the village ain't there, then you have what we have in our communities. You have these young men shooting and killing one another.
Describe myself in 2 words, rich and unemployed. These stones cost 2 birds. Let it count and
all right, welcome to the Rich and Unemployed Podcast, Manhood Mondays. I'm your host, Jonathan Dupiton, a.k.a. Finesse. Call me anything, but don't call me broke. Before we get started, make sure you guys check out the Patreon. Make sure you guys check out the website, www.richandunemployed.net for the merch. And this episode is brought to you by Your Manhood. Check out the product, Your Third Leg, giving you guys y'all stand on back in the bedroom. Man, I got a dope guest in here with me today, bro. Man, y'all probably seen this man on TV, on different shows, maybe a few movies. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Go ahead, bro.
What's happening, Brody? Stevie Baggs Jr., man. Appreciate you having me, bro.
Man,
I'm looking forward to this one.
So, man, I met you in the gym maybe like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago. And I did notice you, man. I was like, damn, that looked like the nigga from BMF, man. That's like the nigga from BMF, and
yeah,
it showed. But you noticed me. Yeah. Like sometimes, like if I think it's somebody, I ain't gonna say shit. But you like, hey, man, you that nigga, bro, that be talking that shit.
Yeah.
And we just connected, bro, and it was just like an easy transition, man. So first, let's talk about the BMF. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a popular show right now.
Yeah.
And the shit doing numbers. How did you get into BMF? First, how long you been acting first?
So yeah, I played 10 years in the NFL and CFL in my
it makes sense. It makes sense. It's making sense.
And I went to Bethune-Cookman, so shout out HBCU, shout out Bethune.
Atlanta native.
I'm a Florida boy, you know, by nature. And when I got done playing, bro, like actually the last year that I played, before I got picked up by the Ravens, I was waiting on a call from a team. They were shooting a show here in Atlanta called Necessary Roughness on USA Network. It was a football show. And I got a call to come out there to be background. At first I was, man, I'm not about to be background, you know what I mean, acting. Man, I went and did it. My first day, they stood me next to the main character, and one of the producers asked me if I want to read a line. And I was like, yeah. And then I shot that whole season, you know, with them as background. I had a couple of, you know, roles, did some, you know, stunts, but man, it turned out to be great, bro. I mean, that's when my acting career started. So 12 years ago.
So you wasn't even trying to act?
No,
never thought you would act?
Never on my radar. Now I thought that maybe I would have been an analyst or got into to that type of side, broadcasting side, but I never seen TV film.
Man, what in the hell?
Never. It wasn't on my vision board. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't none of that. And the Most High just kind of dropped it in my lap.
So let me ask you this: do you think it's your calling? Do you think this your life purpose?
I think it's a conduit. It's a bridge, kind of like football. My calling is to help people change the way they think.
For sure.
So you know, speaking, my books, my nonprofit, all that stuff is my number one passion because that's directly connected to social entrepreneurship for me.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're not stamped by European pop culture, bro, in our system, our people ain't rocking with you. If you ain't got a European car, European degree, European woman, European money in your pocket,
oh man,
you know what I'm saying? Our people ain't trying to hear you, bro. So at the end of the day, it helps because, you know, you saw it. You know what I mean? It's like it helps people recognize you. Then you pull them in with that and then you hit them with the truth, your truth.
So after that first season, like, did you like, all right, you know what? I'm about to take this serious. I'm about to start taking acting classes. Like, what was the next move from that?
Nah, bro. Like as an athlete, I think we gonna play forever. You know, and this is like I played 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, the average career is 3 years. I played 10 years. I was on 11 teams in 10 years. So I played for 5 NFL, 5 CFL, and 1 arena team. And so my career was tumultuous, to say the least. But I'm thankful for the journey, bro, because, you know, fighting all those no's in my football career, which were yeses too, but it was a lot of no's.
Yeah.
It's helped me to build a level of resilience. You know, and what I do now in business and TV film and entrepreneurship, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So it was good. It was all I see the why.
Yeah.
Who, what, when, and where, all great questions, but the most important question is why sometimes. And for me, it was like my athletic ability was way above my spiritual ability or my spiritual maturity at the time. So I probably wouldn't have been a TMZ or one of them cats that you saw that just made a lot of mistakes because my talent was so high, but my spiritual maturation was low. So the Most High kind of held me back so that I can get more mature. So that now in this next season, the next journey in my life, now I can be a little bit more, you know, tactful in my approach.
I like that, bro. At what point did you feel like it started to balance out and then it started to, like, your spiritual started taking over the athleticism?
I think, you know, when I got out of the league, it was tough because I played football from the age of 7 to the age of 32, 31, 32. So when you lose the game of football, it's like somebody died. Like your best friend died or your family member. You know what I'm saying? So I went through my level of depression. I went through my level of anxiety, which I didn't know it at the time. Because as a man, you know, it's just now starting to get popular for people to talk about mental awareness. But back, you know, 10, 12 years ago, you know, nobody wanted to hear a man saying, I'm dealing with depression. But to me, depression is just fear of your past. Anxiety is fear of your future. So if you're wavering in between those two energies, you can't be grounded in the present to make sound choices. And so like my daughter, you know, which is one of my greatest gifts, she was birthed out of that anxiety and depression. I played 10 years of my whole career. I never got a woman pregnant, but my first year out of football, I get a girl pregnant, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you know, and that's how it works though. I think some of your darkest moments bring the most light sometimes. You know?
Yo, so some guys, like, okay, let's just say like high school, like you got these dreams of becoming an NFL player, NBA player. And then some guys make it to college. And then like you grinding, you busting your ass, and you probably not, you know what I'm saying, the top prospect or whatever like that. And then at the college, just nowhere to go. And then some guys can't accept that. They can't accept the fact that, you know what, this might be the end of the road. And then the guys go through that depression, like, cause this is all I've been thinking about my whole life. And now I'm at the end of the road. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that can cause depression and anxiety, cause anxiety, cause I don't know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Depression, like, I did all this work and damn, like I just got to give up. So was it like that moment, like, bro, I did all this work for all this time, this is all I know, and then I got to give this shit up?
Yeah, it was definitely like that. And the anxiety piece for me was crazy because I knew I had a lot of gifts and abilities outside of just running up and down the football field. But I didn't know how to channel them to greatness. But you know, I learned very quickly that if you can be a 1%er in one thing, you can do it in another thing.
Oh man.
You see what I'm saying? Like you just gotta channel, you know what I'm saying? Channel that energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that discipline and that drive and that stick-to-itiveness. And bro, it turns into everything you touch can be the same, have the same results. So that's why I've written 2 books. That's why I own a restaurant. That's why I do real estate development. That's why I have a nonprofit. And so like I channel octopus energy, if you would, when it comes to business, because I feel like if you have 8 things going on, then if they cut one off, then you still got 7 more to go.
You still straight.
And some people say to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, but the last part of that statement it still says that you're better than most. Jack of all trades, master of none, but still better than most. Because most people are only one-dimensional. but we multidimensional people. So how can I only be one thing? I gotta be greater than the game, which was the name of my book, my first book.
Right.
Because I found out it clicked, and I was like, bro, I'm greater than football. My worth and my value ain't based on my bank account or what I do for a living.
Yeah.
It's based upon my intrinsic essence, my light. And if I can channel that light to a passion, oh, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's just real.
I feel the same way, right? Because, bro, I've been great at a lot of things. You know? And I find myself, like, anytime that I move on to something else, I can become great at it or make it great because it's really the energy, you know what I'm saying, that you have. Like, everybody don't have it, but everybody has the capability of trying to find it within themselves. You know,
Oh, you said some shit. Didn't
because, like, okay, for an example, like I went to prison for fraud, and in my mind, you know, like I didn't think it was illegal or that illegal. You know what I'm saying? Thinking like a nigga, but I became great at it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to be big meat shot this motherfucker.
Right.
And that one, okay, I was just using my energy, my intelligence towards the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But that made me understand, like, okay, this ain't the peak for me. I got other talents that I can take this energy. All right, when I got out of prison, fuck the legal shit. Let me try to drive this energy towards, you know, something like this and see what came out of it. So that was some powerful shit you just said, bro. Like, you just because you was great at football doesn't mean it just stopped there. You just got to use that greatness towards something else.
Exactly. And I think most people just don't understand or understand their value.
Yeah.
So if you don't know your value, then you'll never know your worth.
Oh, my
so
God.
so society tells most melanated people, they tell you if you ain't an athlete, artist, entertainer, dope boy, stripper, scammer, you ain't really nothing in our culture.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. You know, but it's hard to miss that because the images, that's all the images that we see drive. It drives home that message. You don't really hear people who are intellectual and people who conscious being celebrated.
Yeah.
You hear people who up and they or look like they up, you know, being celebrated. And that's how, you know, I think that's the biggest trick bag on the planet. You know what I mean? You know it. I heard somebody say this, man, and it stuck with me. A slow nickel is better than a fast dollar any day. Because a lot of people chase paper, but they don't know how to chase purpose. And so if you chasing paper, when you get the paper, you get stagnant, you get lazy. But if you chasing purpose is connected to energy. So if I'm chasing my purpose and I'm running after that, energy called money gotta follow that.
It gotta come.
It's a universal law.
That's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And now I go to bed with peace. You know what I'm saying? I got a different type of harmonious vibe to my essence because I know I did it in a righteous way, not right.
Yeah.
You know, it's right. A lot of people right, but are you righteous? You know, and that goes with intentions to me. Yeah, and hey, man, you know, when you in alignment with your assignment, bro, I think the Most High gives you downloads on how to stay, you know, in homeostasis. It don't mean every day Sunday. Shit, man, we just had a strike last year. I was off for 9 months.
Yeah.
Two streams of my income, 2 of that 8 I was telling you about. I had a logistics company that I rented out my bus to all the different production companies.
Yeah.
So even if I ain't book a role, I was still eating off TV film.
Yeah.
But 9 months of a strike. So now acting check gone and that. And so the biggest thing that I learned during that time was that the power of release is better than the power of possession. See, sometimes we be holding on to shit so much and then your hand ain't open to receive something greater. That's how I felt about football too. I was holding on to the game so much and I didn't even know, man, the things that I have now that the Most High was trying to show me. I'm like, man, it pales into comparison to being a nigga for lease. NFL, niggas for lease. They used to sell slaves, now they lease them. You know what I'm saying? And no offense to the league or to guys, but nigga for lease just means you're ignorant. Nigga is night, N-I-G.
Yeah.
It's the root word of night. You're just in the dark. So if you're in the dark to the business you in, then you don't have an overstanding. You just got an understanding. Then you don't have an understanding. You still just got an understanding. So the real trinity, bro, is understand, overstand, and understand. And when you do that, now you really can operate in a place where, you know, like they always say, the world is your oyster. I think that's what they say.
Yeah,
That's the saying.
Yeah.
I think that is to be true.
So you just said that. Well, let me ask you. So you believe that? I ain't gonna say that the NFL players are slaves, But in a sense, they're owned by slave masters, I would say. Because what it seems like, okay, why are you paying these people so much money? You know, like they want to keep us entertained. They want to keep the people, the masses entertained. And I always think this, like, why do we look at, you know, like the playoffs and fucking Super Bowl? Why that shit is so important to us? Why do we got a favorite team? Why do we care so much about television and what the fuck is going on? It's because they brainwash us to believe, they want us to keep us like in this state of mind where we can't even pay attention to what's really going on. You know what I mean?
Bro, you hitting it on the head. There's a new NFL called Newfound Life.
Huh.
The Now Forever League. Let's go to that league.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like once again, if you only want to be known for running up and down the field for your oppressor, that's great.
Yeah.
But man, the most wealthy and most powerful people on the planet don't play football and they don't go get degrees.
Yeah.
They create shit. Mm-hmm. So like I teach my son, you're gonna create something. Mm-hmm. He's athletic as he wants to be, and he can do whatever he want to do athletically. But I'm saying the most powerful people, the most influential, the most significant people on the planet, they create shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't go run up and down the field, but that's popular. It goes back to the images that I was saying earlier. If you're not an athlete, artist, entertainer, dope boy, stripper, or scammer, in our culture, and not just melanated people alone, but so many other people, especially in America, when it comes to just NFL, pro football, college football, they're enamored with it. It's a religion. That's you know, people say it's on Sunday because it's a religion. But you know, there's a lot of guys waking up in the league, which is what I love. There's guys getting EIN numbers in the league. They starting to recognize that, man. Okay, let me tell you something about the NFL. As much money as guys make, you can't pay your EIN. You can't pay your business. You can't do a loan out. See, like as an actor, I can do a loan out. So Stevie Baggs don't make no money. The company make money. But as an NFL player, you make the money. So you get taxed at a supreme rate and don't have some child support or that kind of issues. Then, you know, you got to deal with that too on a major way. Like it's a real game.
Hold on now. You just gave us some game now.
All right.
You said that you as the actor make none.
No, I don't make. Stevie Baggs don't make nothing.
So your company makes all the money and you loan yourself money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then you're not taxed as a person.
No, well, I can be taxed depending on what I make, what my payroll says I make.
Right.
Right. But the company makes the money. I don't make money. I've put myself in a position where I've learned that the most powerful way to do things is to own nothing but control everything.
For sure.
Right. And I'm sure you heard that. But in pro football, and I don't know about the NBA and all those other leagues, but I know pro football. And man, let me tell you how crazy the business world is. Every pro team and about 75% of Fortune 500 companies have an insurance policy called COLI and BOLI. COLI means corporate-owned life insurance, and BOLI is business-owned life insurance. So as soon as you sign your contract with these companies, they have a life insurance policy on you, so they're going to stay rich forever. So as soon as you die, they get a bag, and your family don't get any of that money.
Well, hold on. After I'm out the league.
After you out of the, even if you're in the league, you know, a lot of guys die in the league or get car accident, you know, whatever. If you die and you're a former NFL player, NBA player, there's a corporate-owned or business-owned life insurance policy. And most people who work for 75% of the Fortune 500 companies have this same policy. It's the same insurance policy.
Do they
People just don't know that?
They let y'all know of this?
No, you don't know of this. I only found this out because I have people who share information. See, I found out that money wasn't power, and education alone ain't power. Information is power. And if you got good information, then you got good power. But because we've been badly informed, we show bad power. Because they don't want to give you the information for liberation. They want to give you the information to keep you in bondage. You know what I mean? To keep you a sheep. Prime example, I have a degree in international business, right? I graduated college, but I didn't know what an EIN number was. And I have an international business degree because they don't really teach you to go be an entrepreneur. They teach you to go work for somebody else who's an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? It's that, and I think it's just that same way all around the board.
Now, when you were in the NFL, the money that you was getting paid, were you creating businesses while you were in the NFL, or did you, after you retired or towards the end, that's when you started like becoming an entrepreneur and creating other businesses?
So it was a great question. So I didn't even know my mom. We started a nonprofit my rookie year in the league. So our nonprofit, Cedar Foundation, creating empowerment through autonomy, we'll be 21 years old here coming up in February. So I already had my own business and I didn't even know it at that time. You know what I'm saying? Now, how many people do you know that got a 21, 22-year-old age business that's still as young as me? It don't happen. But I kudos to my mom, because she was always clairvoyant when it came to business, even though, you know, she didn't even go have a like super high formal education. She just was gifted with that. But my personal business, my personal EINs, I didn't start until I left the game. Because once again, I didn't know, you know, and information is power, man. And if they don't give it and nobody shares it, then you gotta kind of, you know, bump your head sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta definitely bump your head.
Yeah.
Trial and error.
Yep.
So like when you get into the acting, you know, after that first season, I'm pretty sure some type of manifestation had to come with, you know, like the journey of that, because it ain't hard it ain't easy being an actor. You know, like it's so many people trying to basically your role. They're trying to get the same role you getting. And, you know, like how did you, you know, navigate through it? Because you just told me you was on Tyler Perry. You on BMF. You got some Tubi shit going on. Like,
Bro, I've been in like 40, 50 productions. You know what I mean? SAG, AFTRA, speaking role productions. I've been a series regular on like 3 shows, which means that you in every episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a series regular. Then I've been a recurring on probably about 10. So I didn't see this, bro. And still to this day, I tell people that I didn't see the acting being this prominent in my life, because I was a football player. I was a speaker. I did business, but TV film, that's how I know it's from the Most High, because it wasn't on my radar. You know what I'm saying? I know this is something that only the Most High could have placed in my lap, because even on top of that, you know, I don't recommend this for a lot of young actors, but I don't even do a whole lot of acting classes, man. See, I tell people that I feel like the best acting class you can take
experience
is real life. Not just real life experience, but real life. And when I say real life, I'm saying being genuine in real life. A lot of people, if you can't be genuine in real life, you can't be genuine on camera. So it's so many people that's disingenuine in real life that their genuineness on camera don't ever show, because that's not who you are at the core. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on acting. And yeah, you gotta sharpen your craft, and you gotta take the business serious. It's called show business. So that's really the main thing about this game, is like everybody gotta understand it's about not who you know, but who knows you and who's willing to give you opportunity. And if you're taking care of your business, and if you're good to work with, and if you know what I'm saying, if your business acumen is on point, then people more willing to work with you. You know what I'm saying?
What are the downsides of the business?
There are a lot of downsides to the business. You know, of course, we know that it's television. It's telling a lie.
Television.
Yeah, it's telling a lie, and the vision is not real. So you know that's already off top.
Yeah.
Something that we got to deal with. But as long as you go into it not being ignorant to what you're dealing with, then you have a little bit of a leg to stand on. There's gonna be times when your spirituality, your integrity is compromised. But if you chasing paper, man, and not purpose, then it's easy for that to get caught up. It's easy for you to get caught up that way.
Easy to get finessed.
Yeah, finesse for real.
Was there ever a moment where, like, you said, fuck it, I'm not doing this because of a specific role, or not even your role, something that was just going on in the movie, like, you know, because a lot of movies have a lot of
Absolutely.
They're trying to, you know, put that on the children, put that on us, like to make,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, exactly.
homosexuality. You know, nothing against homosexuality,
Right.
but you know, like sometimes it's like it's not even. They try to push it, and like let's just say for shy or power. Fuck that power, not yours, but I'm surprised. So I'm surprised they didn't have it on BMF. BMF was a little bit because they had, you know, the girl that
Right.
They slid that in there, but the one with Tyreek, yo, that last season was out of control, bro. Like
See, I didn't even see it. I didn't see it.
it was
bro.
out of control, man.
But what I do know is that you see it in every show.
Yeah,
You know, we all know, man, that this thing it's real. What we're dealing with, the agenda is real.
yeah,
And I mean, you'll never see me put on a dress, and you'll never see me kiss a man on TV. And for everybody who with that and does that, then that's on them. But for me in my house, I'm convicted on not doing that. And let me tell you why. It's not even about anything else other than there was a couple reasons why. The main reason is that, once again, if you project an image, because it's Manhood Monday, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if I see one of the most masculine men that I come across and they put in there and they have a dress on,
oh man,
then what image does that give to young boys?
it's okay.
Okay, boom. It's all about images. But then the other thing of it, I want people to just think about is like, if I get killed on a show, on a movie, I didn't really get killed.
Right.
If I play a doctor or lawyer, I didn't really go to school for that. If I play an officer, like I'm playing an officer, I didn't go to police academy. But if you kiss a man, you really kissed a man.
Nah, for sure.
And if you put on a dress, you really put on a dress. So now you really did that. So now it takes it to another level. And I just think that, you know, whatever people want to do in their bedroom, that's their business. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's a number of gay actors out there that will be willing to play roles that are gay. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, they should maybe cast those people on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man, I think it's a very touchy subject, and it's unfortunate that we can't even speak about it without feeling like we're gonna get canceled or blacklisted. And to me,
Right.
you know, I think that's not righteous. I think that if you talk out against something, in today's world, you can talk out against Mithra, Krishna, Buddha, Dalai Lama, Jesus, and Yahweh, and nobody will say nothing. But if you talk out against, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I always say the only way you know who's in control is by who you can and can't criticize.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'm going to just leave it at that. I mean, that's just what it is.
One more question on that topic. Do you feel like in order for an actor to get to that level, that top status level, do they have to go through one of those phases where they're compromising their masculinity?
I just say go look at the A-list actors.
And go look at they
Just go look at the roles they've done, and then that can answer your question.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I mean, coincidences is one thing, but I mean, if you go look at most of your top black male actors, and you just see the roles.
You know what fucked me up, man? What I've heard about Richard Pryor. And he would say this like subtle. Like he would say like, oh, you know, like how he would, whatever he was doing for the white man, like they said he was doing some shit, you know, like in order for him to get that spotlight he was getting, he was back there doing some shit with them. And that shit fucked me up because this is like someone that damn near everybody look up to. This is like damn near the funniest man in comedy at one point. And for him to do what he did, I don't know if it's true, but for someone like that to do what he did to get where he at, it's like, damn, like we ain't got nobody in our community where it ain't safe for nobody. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's why I'm so adamant about it.
Yeah.
That's why I love what 50 Cent stands for in regards to that type of stuff. Cause I love how he kind of speaks out of, you know, and stands on his truth with stuff like that. Yeah, man, when you go look at the history of it all, it's pretty clear. It's pretty evident. Yeah. I mean, Ray Charles could see it, bro. Ray Charles could see it, man. And yeah, like I said, it's just unfortunate that we can't have an open dialogue in a country that we're supposed to be free to have freedom of speech.
What happened to it? What happened to freedom of speech? That's crazy.
Well, let me tell you, this Manhood Monday. I want to keep going back to that because there is an attack on masculinity, and what happens is if I make the men weak, I can do whatever I want to the women and children. And that's what's happening. If you look at our children, if you look at our communities, if you look at how you got young children out here robbing you and stealing from you and killing you, that shows that the women have been compromised. But if the women are compromised, that shows that the men are compromised. And I think it's on us as men. I hear a lot of people talk about men versus women, and I don't even want to get on that. But the attack on masculinity is so strong, man. Like right now, the average handshake of a woman is stronger than the average handshake of a man, bro. That's how serious it is.
Yo,
Like this is science. This is not conjecture. This not innuendo. This facts.
Yo, listen, bro. I hate a man that gives me a soft ass handshake. I can't trust him
At all.
I can't trust him when you just
No.
what the fuck is this? Like, what is that, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Virility. Where is it at?
Where it's at?
It's being compromised. So the food. If the food is dead, the TV dead, the religions are dead, the education system dead, the government's dead. So then, how you gonna have life? We kind of was mentioning this earlier about the food, man. If the food is genetically modified, it's modifying your genetics. That modifies your genes. So you think that's not gonna make a man not be in a divine masculine space and a woman not be in a divine feminine space? So if we're all in alignment to that energy, then we don't have the type of turmoil that we have in our world when it comes to men and women, because she's gonna operate in her divine feminine and I'm gonna operate in mine. And we have absolutely no issues.
None.
You never see a lion arguing with a lioness in that capacity because it's an automatic order. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's I tell women all the time. I said this on this podcast. I tell women all the time, put your dick up. When you're around me, put your dick up. Put the scrap up.
Yeah, chill.
Because they have to, because they're in fight or flight mode. So most women are in fight or flight. So they got to be in a masculine state because they're not around enough divine masculine energy, bro. And then it's funny because once again, society pushes out a man who's conscious or a man who speaks with a higher vibration. They say that's toxic. If I say great rising instead of good morning, you call me toxic. Well, how? I'm trying to teach you to change your language.
Right.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. So that means to me that words have power.
Words have power.
So if you go to a wake and you're mourning the dead, and then when you wake up, you say good morning, you just killed your day. You don't even know it. Look at the word weekend. You get weekend on the weekend. You know, they call it a weekday. Most people are operating in a weak space, in a weak state. You feel me? Like it's the universe doesn't hear weekday. The universe just hears week.
Right. Your subconscious mind as
It,
well.
when you put it in the ethers, it just hears weak. But once again, oh no, that's too deep. That's too philosophical. It don't really mean that. Well, why most people are broken? Forget the money. They're broken spiritually. You know, we dealing with STDs, man, spiritually transmitted diseases, bro. People's spirit got a disease on it, homie. You know what I'm saying? So if the spirit broken, then everything under that gonna be broken. Your health, your wealth, boom. It just falls down the line.
I think it definitely starts with what you consume. And, you know, that's on all levels, but definitely what you consume through your mouth. And that's with food and, you know, words. Because they knew back in the day, like, words are spells, you know, like, but, and that all goes back to, you know, distractions, the TV. Like, they got us so distracted that we can't even tap into our natural way of living. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they turned off all the distractions, if we ain't had no bills, we didn't have no TV, we would start slowly getting back to, you start realizing, like, you know, some shit, because once I turned the TV off, once I started eating right, shit just started making sense. The
Yeah.
world started making sense.
Yes.
Everything. So, especially when it comes to the food, you know, like right now, like I'm on a diet. Like I'm trying to gain weight, so I got to eat fish. I just ate a steak for the first time in like 10 years. But, you know, like this is just me. I'm still conscious of what I'm putting in my body, but
Correct.
I'm doing it with a purpose in mind. I'm not just going to eat, you know what I'm saying, fast food. I'm just not eating
No,
just
no,
a
no.
bunch of chicken, no bullshit.
Bro, I wouldn't even touch a woman who eat McDonald's and all that, bro. Like I try to tell men this, man. Like you can't touch a woman who consumes this stuff, man. You gotta have a standard. You know what I mean? You are what you eat. Let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. This is like it's simple, but once again, it's not, because the images and the programs.
Yeah.
See, whoever controls images controls the mind. Whoever controls the mind controls the thinking. Then the thinking turns into your actions.
Yes, sir.
So it's like I said, if the TV dead and the music is dead and the food is dead, then you're gonna have people that are the walking dead. So now you trying to speak life to people who are used to consuming death.
Yeah.
So it's not palatable to them, bro.
Yeah.
So if you at Eagle Institute and you trying to speak to Chicken Academy,
Yeah.
they can't understand that shit, bro.
Not.
They gonna look at you like you crazy. A person who eat McDonald's, Burger King, and Chick-fil-A every day, you tell them to go eat kale, they gonna think you got 3 heads on your shoulders. Kale? Then, you know, people got the nerve, bro, to tell you that it's too expensive to eat healthy. And these same people drive around in a luxury car. So you got to put 93 gas in your car, but you'll put 87 gas in your body.
Preach.
How does that work? You can get a new car, homie. You can't get a new body. I don't care how many BBLs, I don't care how many surgeries you do. You can't get a new temple. Preserve thy temple. If you can't take care of what you got for free from the Most High, which is your temple, that's the first thing you got for free. How you gonna take care of business, a family, a home? You can't, bro.
Starts within.
It starts within. You know what I'm saying? The most powerful words in the English language actually start within. Intimacy, intellect, information, insight, insecurity, energy. It's INNER-G. It's energy, not allergy. But because we've been taught to taste, touch, see, smell, hear, we only look at those 5 senses. But if you look at your discernment, your clairvoyance, and your intuition, man, now we can really get somewhere. Because now I ain't just worried about if she fine, is she refined? Goddamn it, she cute, but is she acute? Now you don't get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Now your intuition shows you like, yeah, bro, she fine as motherfucker, but she ain't on my level. So now your filtration system, the higher you vibrate, the higher your filtration system goes. So now you filter out more of the trash, so to speak, or the things that aren't vibrating on your frequency. I'll say it like that because I don't want to call nobody trash.
Right.
The things that are not vibrating on your same frequency, and it may be trash to you, but we not going to address it as that.
Right.
You just don't think like me. You just don't process information like me. It's very simple. If you eat a certain way and I don't, eventually that's gonna come at a crossroad. Well, that could be pressure. Right? And that's not even just in my relationship with a woman. It's in my relationship with business or as friends. It's homeboy, I'm not on that, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to the club popping no bottles, bro. If these people ain't paying me to come in here, they never gonna see me.
That's a fact.
It's period.
Because what's fun about it?
The prefix to funeral is fun. So you killing yourself, homie.
Man, boy, bars.
Yo, bro. Yeah, man. It's time for meaningful conversation like this, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why when I seen you in the lab, I say, man, I love how you putting it down. And I know that, see, women are the first teachers of our children. And women, they follow you. And I think that if they start to see and recognize that there are men who take responsibility for their transgressions and take responsibility for their growth. And I can't say my baby mama crazy. She was crazy before I put that in her. But I didn't have discernment enough to recognize that, not necessarily crazy. Once again, trash and crazy. You don't want to call nobody crazy. But what I'm saying is we don't vibrate on the same frequency.
Yeah.
See, we give life. They give birth. And we got to understand that. we give life, bruh. They give birth. You can't get no birth without this life. As powerful as birth giving is, queens, you can't do it without this life. You feel me, bro?
That was a powerful one right there, boy. Hey, that was a good one. Whew. Yo, listen, man.
Talk to me, bro.
Oh, listen. Women, they feel like, like when men are speaking out nowadays, they call them sassy. Oh, well, because we're expressing ourselves a little more. You know what I'm saying? Now people got a mic, they got a camera, and everybody, they feel like they can say whatever they want. And they feel like every time a man get on this camera and they're expressing themselves, oh, he's sassy. Well, I think you're just not used to, masculinity. You're just not used to a man expressing himself, because some niggas don't speak. You know what I mean? Like they don't express themselves, especially to a woman. They just hide, do they dirt. And what men fail to realize is, like, if you just communicate openly, however, whatever life you're trying to live, however you're trying to be with this woman, just communicate that. Either she gonna go or not. And some people just have problems communicating. So like, well, now when men are communicating a little more, not with them, just on camera, it's like, oh damn, this nigga sassy. Nah, but by you saying that, you putting fire to the fuel. You adding fuel to the fire. Because damn, like now every time I speak out, like you feel, damn, a nigga sassy. I can't express myself.
Yeah, I think, bro, like, first of all, the better the communication, the better the connection.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the truth should make you free. So, fellas, tell the truth. The truth should make you free. So I'm gonna just leave that there. But then a woman, how can you call me sassy or you said? I'm saying we as men, I'm saying it's our fault because we haven't stepped up to the plate to operate in our divine order. And if a woman got a problem with me saying that we got to do better, then she's definitely crazy.
Oh man.
And I'm not being politically correct with that. I'm not being PC with that. You a plumb fool. If a person telling you it's their fault, that the men got to be the ones to do better because y'all fall under of our order. We're like, we the head. So if you follow, because first of all, women are not subservient by nature. You can go to the Adam and Eve story and you can see that very clear.
They need direction.
Come on. So the directive piece is so powerful. We got a house, they make it a home. We bring the groceries, they make the food. And I'm saying it's not that cut and dry because women are more dynamic than that. It's a lot of women that do great things. I don't ever want to put them in a box because you can't put anybody in a box. But what I'm saying is their anatomy is inner. Our anatomy is outer. A woman is emotion first, ego second. A man is ego first, emotion second. It's a reason why a woman teaches the child to cleave. Daddy teaching their ass to leave. Man, tighten up, boy. It's yes sir, no sir, boy. No, don't be talking to him like that. Man, I'm on his ass, boy. We ain't raising no, you know what I'm saying? We ain't raising that. He gonna be a real one. But if Pop ain't there, if the village ain't there, then you have what we have in our communities. You have these young men shooting and killing one another, and a grown man can't tell them nothing. Like what? So now you really a village mentality person don't even want to speak out, homie, to young men because I gotta go home to mine. Ain't that crazy? So it's like we used to be a village people, bro. Hey man, you know your dad, mom, and daddy don't play that shit, man. Y'all better tighten up. You say that to one of these jits, now, bro, them boys try to take your head off, man.
Piss a lot.
Quick.
Piss a lot. Did you grow up in a two-parent household? You grew up around your dad?
Yeah, I grew up with my mother and my father, man, until I was 14. They got a divorce when I was 14, but them formative years of having that love and having strong uncles and having, seeing all my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then every day went Sunday. I ain't saying that.
Yeah.
But it was more good than bad, and I was able to see what masculinity looked like. I was able to see what femininity looked like. I was able to get the love that a lot of people miss. I didn't get abused like most of our people do. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of our people dealing with a lot of abuse, bro, and they never really unpack that, so they never heal from that. So you continue to take that into every relationship that
It shows.
you know what I'm saying? And it shows.
Yeah.
And it shows, man. So I have empathy and sympathy for it because I see it. I've seen it in my own family.
Yeah.
You know what that kind of behavior looks like on the back end.
I made a post the other day. I was just basically saying that, men don't know how to properly love women because we didn't see the example. If you didn't grow up seeing a man and a woman interact, whether it be your aunt, uncle, mom, dad, whoever, if you didn't see it, then how can you go and be in a relationship? You got to go through trial and error. You got to fuck up a few times before you get this shit right. Like, you know what? This is why I fucked up in my past relationship. This is how I can fix it. But first, you got to be, truthful and honest with yourself and know yourself. But if we're not getting the example, and it goes beyond just love, it goes with masculinity, because if you have to see it, you know what I mean? If you don't see men being men, then how are you going to be a man?
Bro, hold on. I got to interject.
How you?
These men these days with this happy wife, happy life shit, bro, it irks my nerves, bro. Mm-hmm. It's happy us to get off the bus. How the head is not gonna be happy? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
If I'm not happy, the whole house fucked up.
Man.
Oh, well, because the emotional creature in the house is unhappy, so now we got pressure. No, this is how it is, babe. Mm-hmm. This is what we doing. We locking in. We gotta go. This is how we locking in to go get it.
Yeah.
Now you don't want to listen to that, homie. Then we not supposed to be together. Mm-hmm. It's plain and simple. But oh, she the boss. You hear men say that. Oh, she's no, she's not. Not in mine. Fuck no. That don't work like that, bro. That's crazy. I'm the head, homie.
Oh man.
I got this allegory. I just made a post. God didn't take the woman from the head to be above the man, nor the feet to be beneath the man, mm-hmm. nor the spine to be behind, nor the chest to be abreast. Mm-hmm. The Most High allegorically took the woman from the rib to be beside the man.
Right beside.
So that when I put my arm over her, I cover her. But if I was ever to fall, she could be my crutch. Mm-hmm. That's what a helpmate is. Mm-hmm. All that shit they be talking about. But you know what they did? They done gave women more money. Most women make more money than most melanated men, especially in our communities.
Oh, man.
So then now they try to castrate you with provision and protection. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you ain't no provider because you ain't making 6 figures and all that. Like, man, you can't play with bro like that.
Yeah.
Don't do the man like that because now you done castrated him. Hmm. But society know what they were doing. They say, man, we gonna go pay we gonna get them degrees, we gonna pay them and put them in the workforce, mm-hmm. and we gonna make the dynamic of the melanated family even worse. Mm-hmm. So now everything is inverted. The man acting as the woman and the woman is the man. Mm-hmm. So how is it gonna be order? How are we gonna be in harmony? Mm-hmm. And see, I don't think it's about black versus white. It's not about race. It's about darkness versus light. Wrong versus right. Mm. It ain't about no motherfucking race, bro. Race is, when people be talking about race, bro, they lose me first quarter. Hmm. If you talking about race, you've lost the race, bro. This shit so AI past race.
Man, that shit so deep.
It's way past race, man. Don't get me wrong. Of course, back in the day, it was more about race because you had more ignorant people that didn't understand the beauty that melanin really represented.
Yeah.
But now everybody in the planet see that we the only people on the planet who hair grow up to God. Everybody else hair grow down. We heal from the sun. Everybody else get killed from the sun. Mm-hmm. We run the ball faster than God himself. Boy, you run your spirit. Mm-hmm. So it's like all those things being said, we have so much work to do within ourselves to find our own value. Mm. See, your frequency is what you frequently see, bro. So if you frequently seeing bullshit, then that's who you are. But if you frequently seeing opulence and divinity and righteousness, then that's who you are. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, I'm very passionate about the message when it comes to that, man, because I think that we've been so indoctrinated to have all these other, like you said, distractions, because distractions lead to destruction, bro. Mm-hmm. Period.
God damn, boy. Hey, man. You talking that shit, man. This is like, this is the first episode.
Oh, word. Okay.
Man, this
okay,
started up just right.
We kicking the door in, man. We gonna kick the door in, bro.
Boy, you said so much shit, my nigga.
Nah, bro. I appreciate it,
real,
man.
Bro. And it's like you woke. You know what I'm saying? You get it.
That's the name of my second book.
You woke, man.
So see how you was talking about the game, and then my first book was greater than the game.
Yeah.
Then you just said woke. So woke is a dictionary for the conscious mind. And what I did was I was unpacking the power of conscious language, etymology, linguistics, semantics, numerology, and how we just need to start questioning everything they've given us, homie. Easter bunnies don't lay no motherfucking eggs. Chickens lay eggs, y'all. Come on, man. And people be like, man, you so spiritual. Why do you cuss? I say I got to cuss because our people are under a curse. You don't say nothing when the rapper's cussing you out. So because I'm spiritual, I can't cuss. No, I'm cussing so that gets your attention of the curse that you under. The spells that you were under. So, yeah, Easter bunnies don't lay eggs. Chickens lay eggs. I don't need Father's Day to call my father and say, oh, boy, man, I love you, dog. I don't need Mother's Day to, hey, Ma, you the GOAT. Come on, man. What are we talking about? You respell Santa is Satan.
Boy. Wow.
So in my book, it talks about like even the calendar year is messed up, bro. I'm going to break this one down for you. You're going to like this one. It's 12 months in a year. But in your father, when he put his seed in your mother, full term is 10 months. People say 9, but it's really 10 months, like 40 weeks, something like that. So if you was born and took you 10 months to come to fruition, how your birthday every 12? That's that. Now that's just we're gonna leave that there. But then when you look at the Gregorian Roman calendar we're under, everything sept is 7. Everything octo is 8. Octagon, octopus. Everything nueve, nuevo, nino is 9. November should be the 9th, not the 11th. October 10, it should be 8. Everything decimal is 10. How's December 12? Well, you have Julius Caesar and Caesar Augustus. They added their own month to the calendar year. So that's why the new year in Hebrew really the new year is in March 15th through April. And many of us in that world, we say April Fools really is because y'all a fool if you think that the new year is in the deadest time of the year in January when it's really in the spring, equinox.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Makes sense. If this
You were
is new
springing
year.
into your new year.
Right.
Not in the deadest time of the year when people making vision boards. And why you think their New Year's resolutions never work out, homie? Because you're planting seeds on bad soil. It's just
Brainwash, man.
Man, the indoctrination.
So what about the Ethiopian calendar? That's what calendar is that? Because they like 14 years behind or something, like 7 years, something like that.
See, I'm not inclined. I'm not inclined on it. I'm a little bit inclined on the Mayan calendar, but I'm more inclined on the Hebraic calendar, and I just been able to see the holes in this Roman calendar, Gregorian calendar that we're under, because then when you poke a hole in that, then you poke a hole in astrology.
Right.
All this, I'm this, I'm that, don't really matter if your birthday is really every 10 months.
Yeah.
And not every 12. You know what I'm saying?
That make perfect sense though, because kids, babies, it take 10 months. So I mean, God don't make no mistakes.
Come on.
See, back, God don't make no mistakes. Back to what you just said, like people are afraid to question things. I question everything in my life, bro. When it came to religion, when it came to food, everything you have to, because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You do not know, like, especially like when it comes to history, everything they taught us in school was some bullshit.
Come on.
So that right there woke me up like, okay, if they sitting here teaching us all this shit that really don't make sense and they lied and they put all these Caucasian people in this book to make them seem like the superior, and Christopher Columbus came and found America when black people's already got them here.
Here.
You know what I mean? So you have to start questioning everything.
You do.
Every small little thing, but people are afraid because they bring it back to God. Like, nah, especially when it comes to God. They ain't questioning God because that's how they know how to play with your intelligence.
Because we the most spiritual people on the planet. So if I indoctrinate you to never question or never think, more than question. See, they teach you what to think, but they don't teach you how to think.
How to think.
See, when you connect to nature will force you to think, because you're like, wow, the seasons did change.
Yeah.
Wow. If like we didn't need a clock when the sun rises from the east, and then if I look at my shadow in comparison to the sun, I know what time of day it is based upon my shadow, homie. That's indigenous. That's who we are. You know, but once again, when I pull you away from and disconnect you from nature, then you lose your essence. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they've done. And like I say, religiosity, bro. What can a religion do for you that the Most High God can't do for you? Nothing. What can a religion do for you that God can't do for you?
They confuse the two.
They do.
They believe that God is religion, when religion is just a something in between.
Bro,
and God.
I don't think you heard what you just said on a whole nother level. But I told this pastor this. I said, do you believe and have faith that God real? He said, absolutely. Unequivocally, I got faith that God real. I believe my God real. I say, well, that's what me and you separated. Because I don't believe or have faith that God real. I know God real.
I know it. I know.
The only shit you got believe in or have faith in is things you don't know. You know if you fall off this building, you coming down, right?
You gonna die.
You know if you breathe out, you're breathing in. See, I'm giving you examples of God laws, universal laws that was only governed by the Most High God. You go to the beach, that tide coming back, you know it's coming back and forth every time. See, that's the universal God. That don't have nothing to do with faith or belief. I believe and have faith I'm gonna have a great month in business this month. Well, I'm about to run it up. Well, I got faith.
Yeah.
But when it comes to God, like just knowing that that's real, oh man, I know that.
I know that.
And so anytime a person wants you to have faith in God and not know God, those people trying to play with you.
Man, there was this guy that made a comment on my page and was like, yeah, I need to repent. You know, Jesus is coming. And my reply was, man, you know, the slaves thought the same damn thing. They had them slaves brainwashed to think that somebody was coming to save them. And we still got this same type of mentality. Somebody's coming to say, ain't nobody coming. Ain't nobody coming to say, we can only save ourselves. So when you have that mentality that someone is coming to save you, you're always looking for it's like the government, like always giving a handout or something. Like
Absolutely.
You can't do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? You need that strength. You need to find that inner strength to do it, to be that inner God, to be a.
Absolutely. But hold on, I thought you was made in the image and likeness of God. I thought Yeshua, in Hebrew, we call him Yeshua. There's no letter J in the Hebrew language. So there's no Jesus, there's no Jewish. There's no letter J in the Hebrew language at all. As a matter of fact, the letter J just came in the English language in the 1500s. So they telling you a 2,000 plus year old story, but the letter wasn't even there in existence. I urge people to go study the Council of Nicaea. I urge them to go study the Council of Ephesus so that they can get a real gauge on what religion, especially from Christianity perspective, looked like.
Yeah.
Okay, but once again, we do need to repent and confess, but it needs to be to the Most High God, which to me is Yahweh, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Yahweh, however people want to say it. But Yahweh, to me, that don't have nothing to do with Yeshua. Yeshua himself said, don't worship me, worship my Father. Yeshua himself said, I come in my Father's name. So we better find out the Father's name. See, and that's what I think that a lot of people want to disconnect you from finding out who the Father is, so that now you feel like you have to go through a conduit because you're not worthy, because you sinned so much. Well, the Most High made me, so the Most High put me here, so the Most High knew I was going to be born in this. So you mean to tell me I don't have enough power to go back to the Most High?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Yeah. So once again, people want to tell you to have faith in something, bruh, instead of when it comes to God knowing that. And bro, that right there, to me, once we repent and confess to the true Most High, that will give us an opportunity to unlock a lot of our bondage.
Yeah.
See, because if we the original people, we got to take credit for the original sin. We got to take credit for the original transgression. Them people learned that from you.
Damn right.
If you original, then they learned it from you. And the only way I know it to be true that we were some cocky, arrogant people is because if you look at a rich nigga now, you can't tell a rich nigga now nothing. And we still are in economic slavery right now. They got a book I call $40 Million Slave. You can have 3 degrees and a PhD, you still a slave. You can be world champion and MVP, you still a slave unless you really are truly learning how to become free, which is to overcome the love of wealth and the fear of death. If you overcome the love of wealth and the fear of death, then you can have some kind of freedom. Because if they can't buy you out and they can't kill you out, then you free. But if they can, then you duck goose.
You controlled.
Duck goose, man. And I, man, I don't know if you expected this to be this philosophical, bro. But
I didn't. Did not.
Yeah, man. But I'm just glad. I'm glad that we got a chance to break bread on this, man, because these topics, bro, they serious, and it's many more we can break down. I mean, when we really want to break down that health thing, it will really show you, like the spirituality first. The words and the health, they're right there together. Because, like you said, if you tell me what a person consumes, I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna produce. Your input determine your output. So it's like, obviously our input has not been great overall. Yeah, you have some outliers like yourself who've done well, and even you went to the chain gang, came back out, and you doing better than dudes ain't never sat down. So I mean, you got to think about that, man.
Sometimes I would say that some men need that type of, I don't want to say prison, but some men need that isolation, because it's nothing and nobody is but you. You start finding yourself when you in them type of situations. When you're in that cell, 23 and 1, and you get to talking to yourself, what I'm saying? But without distractions, outside is so many distractions. It's women, it's cars, it's clubs, it's money. We're always chasing money 24/7. We thinking about money in our sleep. So when you sitting down and everything comes to a standstill, that's when you start to get to know yourself. And I feel like every man should try to find some type of like isolation, some type of solitude where they can talk to the self, that inner God, where they find that beast in them.
Yeah.
Because even when it comes to health, like that shit, it's not an easy thing to just be healthy. You know what I'm saying? To make a decision to go to the gym every day. I go to the gym, bro. That shit is hell. Them motherfuckers take me through hell every day, bro. You got to be mentally strong for that.
It's
shit.
Real.
To eat healthy. You know what I mean?
Bro, I went to the lab today, and just before we came and did this, I did 20 miles on my bike. That shit ain't fun.
That shit ain't fun. You got to love it.
But
they don't love you.
But I got an acronym for gym, and it's called Guard Your Mind.
Yeah.
Guard your money. Guard your manhood. That's the gym. Because working out is just like, that's my medicine. That's our medicine. You see how meditative it is now that you in it. Like, you exercising not only your physical, but you exercising your spiritual demons. You exercising demons, man. You when sweat comes from your body, that's toxins leaving your body. It's just like when you cry, that spiritual toxins leaving the body. But when you working out, no physical toxins leaving the body. But it's like, it's very symbiotic. Most people feel like meditation or therapy is going to sit on the couch or sit in Indian style kumbaya. And I tell people there's many paths to righteousness.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on my bike, but I'm riding 20, 30, 40 miles. You know what I'm saying? And I'm disconnected from the phone. I don't have that distraction. I'm in nature. I'm breathing. So I'm doing my breathing work. Like it's all there. You know what I'm saying? People who run, they know that. People who swim, they know that. But I like going in nature because me being connected to nature gets me close connected to the Most High. For me. And so yeah, but the gym, bro, is nothing. It's like amazing, man. And I used to work out, but now I train. See, a lot of people just go work out, but they're not training for health excellence. They're not training for, if some shit go down and I got to carry my son fucking 10, 15 miles on my back, got them minutes up, let's go. Like when I'm in there, my mind is on that type of shit. Because, yeah, it feel good, it look good in your clothes and boom, boom, boom. Okay, yeah. But if some shit really go down, we got to be ready for anything as a lion.
War.
Yeah.
You got to be ready for war.
Yeah.
War might never come, but bruh, you got to stay prepared. You got to stay prepared. And I feel the same way about like weapons, right?
Yep.
Like I kind of still feel the same way. Like having a weapon, you draw that type of like energy. But then again, look at the environment that we're in. If everybody got a motherfucking weapon, nigga, you cannot be the one without.
Bruh.
You cannot be the one without. You got to be ready because these niggas is not thinking.
They not thinking.
They ain't thinkers. But if you a thinker, you just need to have it on you to be able to get out situations.
That part.
To outthink a motherfucker.
I got 2 types of guns. I got God, universe, and nature.
Yeah.
I can lean on that gun,
Yeah.
but then I got that FN, and I can lean on that gun.
Yeah.
And my Bible is for those that do believe, and my gun is for them niggas that don't believe. And they got mad at me, bro, because I said, unfortunately, when I put my bullets in my gun, it's usually for a nigga.
Yeah.
Because I don't have no redneck trying to rob me at no gas station.
No.
I don't have no Asian breaking in my car. It's usually somebody who look like me.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Now, I mean, let's go with statistics.
Yeah.
You look at the statistics, bro, on every major city, even the ones that's white, we still kill each other more than white people kill each other in proximity. I mean, it don't even matter if the city's white. We're still doing more killing of one another than, nah, come on, bro. Them people like, man, we ain't got to do nothing to y'all. Y'all killing yourself.
Ain't got to do shit, bro. We just got to provide y'all with the weapons. Y'all gonna
Or y'all go, we don't, if in certain cities now, if it's not over $1,000, the police not even coming. If something happens, if it's not over $1,000 worth, they're not coming. They not showing up, bro.
That's crazy.
Think about that.
That's wild, man.
So, man, we got a lot of work to do, man. And I think that once again, having conversation that lifts the veil is the beginning, because we've hit on religion, we hit on food, we hit on programming, we hit on manhood, we hit on family. These are all topics that everybody talks about. You know, the 5 power structures: political, economic, education, social, and spiritual. We live in a 5 power structure system. So, but politics is really politricks. They've been tricking you. It's right wing, left wing, but it's one bird. You know what I'm saying? And the prefix to democracy is demon. So y'all think about that. Then you go education. They don't really educate you. They just assess you and separate you. So if you have one of the elite minds in this country, they're going to send you to Princeton and Harvard and Yale and Oxford and all these different places to train you the way they want you to be. And then economically, they teach us to spend our money on bullshit so that we can stay in economic slavery. So if you look at the word mortgage, it's the same as mortuary and morgue. It's a death sentence. The word mortgage in Greek means death sentence. So they tell you the American scheme, well, I call it scheme, is to tell you to get a mortgage.
The American dream.
Yeah, they say it's the American dream, but it's the American scheme.
Yeah.
But you know, you never own anything in America that you pay taxes on, bro. So you never really own a mortgage. You can always leverage it, though. I'm not saying don't get a mortgage, but I'm just saying understand what you're dealing with so that you're not ignorant. Then socially, we already know socially they've kept us separated. I have more in common, unfortunately, bro. I got more in common with a redneck. I don't trust the government systems. I don't trust. I'm not gonna take. Let me chill, man.
I don't trust niggas.
No, you know, I want my guns.
Yeah.
I want to eat wild meat, venison, elk. I want to hunt if I need to.
Yeah.
I got a big old pickup truck. Like I got just a lot in common with them than I do with a brother. Because unfortunately, our brothers want to be Euro. A lot of our brothers want to be Euro and chase Euro.
Yeah. Women too.
Hey man, oh yeah, for sure.
Women too.
For sure. I'm not gonna necessarily let the women off the hook, but like I say, I want brothers to stand in the mirror and do some self inventory. You know what I'm saying? Cause we got to do the self inventory, man. We control the narrative, bruh. Period. We give life. If fellas understand that power, and I'm just coming into that, bro. See, in Hebrew, you're not a man until you're 40. You know what I'm saying? So I'm recently just coming into that understanding of how powerful my essence really is. That I'm really a commodity for real. And everywhere you go, when you go somewhere, bro, just do this. Just look around. And you probably already do this, but I look around and I just scan the area to see how many people are vibrating on your same frequency. And bro, you're gonna be like, God damn. When you see how many people aren't vibrating on your frequency and their vibration is so low, it's gonna make you see yourself in a different light. And then not to be braggadocious and to have false, arrogance. I call it Godfidence. I got Godfidence, man. Fuck confidence. I got Godfidence, bro.
When you realize that it depends on where you're at too. It's all about location and demographic. Like in the areas that you shouldn't be in, and not just saying it's the hood or no, like it's certain environments that like I am on a way higher frequency, especially when it comes to women, like homeboys or. I understand that so much. Like my cutoff game is so serious. I don't give a fuck who you are. I feel like we are too grown to feel like, oh, well, I can't be mean. No, fuck that, bro. If I gotta cut a nigga off because you on a different type of time, bro, then hey, it's just what it is. Some friends outgrow each other, some relationships die. But you gotta understand, like when it's time to go, when this person don't fit your life no more, or when this crowd don't fit you no more. Like the club, like I was in the club one day, I was just like, bro, what the fuck am I doing here, bro?
Right.
Like everybody in here is just on a different type of time. Like I'm not on this no more. Right. I done outgrown this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like certain type of women I just don't fuck with because they ain't on the type of time I'm on. Like I'm on some, I'm trying to create life, trying to create families, trying to create wealth, and women just want to bullshit. Like I'm not on that type of time. It's just, some slip through the cracks. Sometimes we're a man, but I'm not wasting time no more.
If we can't build together, we can't chill together.
And that's with both sexes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? And on the intimate space, if we can't heal together, we shouldn't be chilling together when it comes to your woman.
We can't heal together.
You know what I'm saying? Because healing it's not a destination. It's a journey.
Oh man.
We always healing, bro. Because we always going through turmoil in this matrix. This dimension that we live in, man, is so toxic that you always got to do the self-inventory and the inner work and the shadow work to stay in balance, to stay in homeostasis. Because we've been under such attack spiritually, bro, that it takes that intention. It takes very, very keen intention to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we do get distracted too, because we are human beings. We're human beings. So I mean, the bad choices makes for good stories. We do know that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when you get to a certain level, you understand that those bad choices, you want to mitigate those and limit those from being a part of your life. And, the best way to do that is connect with people who vibrate on the same frequency. You know what I'm saying? And you attract who you are.
Yes, sir.
And I think that people don't recognize that. It's like, once again, if a woman is like, oh, he ain't shit, well, baby, you must not be shit. And if a man like, she crazy, well, bro, you must be crazy because like you can't just put it on her. You attracted that shit to you. You know what I'm saying? And man, I tell you, I've been very remiss for sharing truth like this. But I think that like we're in a time, man, where people need it, bro. I keep going back to that, man. Right now, we got to be very intentional, Jay Bop, continuing to spread truth, because the truth should make us free. And so, man, yeah, this right here for me, this was love, bro, for real.
Nah, you blessed this. You blessed the show, my nigga, for sure.
Yeah, we got some work to do. We gonna rock out. We got some more work to do.
For sure, bro. Like I ain't know you was this spiritual, my nigga.
Yeah, man.
Like people look at the outer and judge a book by its cover. I just see you as a big, swole guy, you know what I'm saying? Probably ex-football player, shit talker. You like, I got some shit to say. I'm like, all right, well, he must be finna talking shit about some women.
Right.
Come on then.
Yeah.
So, this was definitely like, an enlightenment for me. Like this was like I needed this. Because you always need, how old are you?
I'll be 43.
43. Like you always need like a big brother or a big homie to kind of like bring you back to reality. Because we're missing that too. Like,
bro, I got a mentor in every area of my life.
You have to.
All them boys 55 plus.
It's necessary.
Financial mentor, health mentor, spiritual mentor, boom down the line. Because the more I know what I don't know, Jay.
It's necessary.
I would be a fool to walk out here talking about, oh, my nigga, I'm self-made. I don't got to get it out the mud. I'm getting it from the mountaintop, my nigga. Fuck that mud shit.
Feel me?
That's crazy. But this is our culture.
Yeah.
Well, self-made, homie.
Yeah.
Well, what about being tribally made or group made? To now where you still understand the importance of the grind and the struggle and the discipline, but you ain't have to go through that shit to get it.
Right.
Everybody don't have to be no trailblazer. I could be a pathfinder in this area. If my mentor got information on business, why the fuck would I go out here and burn myself? If he got information on spirituality or health, why would I go not get that information because I want to be self-made? Bro, that's the craziest thing on the planet, homie.
That shit crazy as hell.
Crazy.
See, what happens is when men get a certain age, they feel like they grown, they don't need nobody no more. But the people, our ancestors knew this very well, bro. It takes a village, not just with children, for life. You know what I'm saying? For life, you need that. I don't give a fuck how old I am. I'm always gonna seek knowledge and wisdom. You need it. You need guidance in life, bro. It don't matter how old you is.
Bro, that's why you have a successful platform. That's why you've been successful, because you understand that most brothers be intimidated to have another brother on there that got a similar vibe to them. They don't even want to do that, bro. And I commend you for that. You know, I seen you had Bless on here too. I seen you had my boy Bless on here, man. Like, I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, cause most of the time, a lot of brothers, we don't celebrate one another. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, you don't want nobody to outshine your light. Man, but your light don't dim my light.
It's enough light out here, man.
Come on, bro.
It's enough light.
Bro, you can be the floodlight. I'll be the flashlight. Guess what? One day we're going to have to use this motherfucking flashlight. You feel me?
That's real.
You know, and so, yeah, bro, it's I think it's needed. It's needed, man. And like I say, I appreciate you for having me on, dog. This was beautiful, bro.
Yeah, this was amazing. This is just to kick this motherfucker off just right. Like, you know, like this is gonna set the tone for every conversation that's coming after this, I'm telling you. So like it ain't, you know, people they see me as toxic, but sometimes it takes the toxic for you to receive the message.
Come on.
You know, like I gotta say certain shit for people to tap into you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, the cuss for the curse.
You feel me? I got to sometimes. But when you go, so on Instagram, like you'll see the bullshit. But if you go on my YouTube, that's when I really spit knowledge, because I know what I say on Instagram, if I put messages out, it ain't gonna go viral. It ain't gonna do numbers.
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm a prime example of that. As much knowledge as I just gave, and I know it's so many speakers out there that can't see me, bro. But because I'm not pouring honey down people's ear. What I'm saying is not glamorous. It's like truth. And because they told you to go to the library and not the Trueberry.
The Trueberry.
Okay? They told you niggas to go to the library, bro. And you just talked about the lies in the books. You know them textbook got lies in it. So that's why they send you to the library. And people want to be comfortable in the lie. They don't want to expand themselves to the truth. Hey man, why are you fat? Well, because I'm eating sugar and I'm eating too much salt and I don't exercise. Why do you have sugar diabetes? Or why do you so you explain it to him. Hey, you tell me, bro, your breath stink. God dang, bro, that hurt, but it set me free. Now I can go do something to liberate everybody from this stink breath. You feel me? Like, the truth should make us free, bro.
Oh, man. If you ain't getting nothing from this, bro, understand words are powerful, bro. It is power in the tongue, bro. So use your words wisely.
Exactly.
And understand that the words that they using out here, bro, you got to break that down. Because you done broke so many words down, like, damn, nigga. Bro. You got to actually think, like, okay, democracy, demon, and it makes perfect sense.
It only doesn't make sense to somebody who wants to stay in bondage. The things that we're saying, it only doesn't make sense to a person who wants to be comfortable being comfortable. We know it's uncomfortable in the gym, but when you come out the shirt, I'm comfortable as a mother. You see what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, but that's what I'm just saying. That's the manifestation, though. That's where it's going to. That's where it's getting at. And so, unfortunately, most people, bro, they don't understand that. That in order to grow, you gotta have some discomfort. Pain, process, and purging gets you to your purpose. Not all the time, but most of the time. That level of pain, process, and purging, man, that's a purpose. That's what purpose looks like. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Before we get out of here, bro, tell them Break down like your workout routine, your training sessions.
Yeah. So typically I train full body every day, but just different variations. And so I throw in as far as weightlifting is concerned, then I throw in every once in a while, I throw in a back day or arm day or just concentrate on legs.
Yeah.
But most of the time, every time I hit the gym, for the majority of the time, I do full body. Some days most days I do moderate weight to heavy weight. And I only do heavy once a week, like heavy weight to where I'm 8 to 10 reps. Most of the time, my repetitions are in the 25 range and up.
And what are your eating habits? Like, how do you eat?
I got to do better, man, because honestly, I'm just transparent. Just because there's no way with the way that I train that my body shouldn't even be even better than it is. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of do, because I fast, because I take so many herbs, because I take so many digestive enzymes. I kind of like, I train a whole day, eat clean, and then go to the crib and damage a whole bag of chips.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even if it's the natural organic chips, it ain't like Doritos and nothing like that. But it's like, even if it's that, it still takes a toll. Or I might run through a whole thing of Simply watermelon juice. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know that. If you know that Simply watermelon, that Simply watermelon go crazy.
Yeah.
But it's that type of stuff that you curtail. But because I've done a self-inventory now, I know what I got to do. So, okay, boom. Now, when you go home, all right, bro, boom, 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 drink you some tea, you know what I'm saying? Put you some cayenne pepper in it, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of that, pull that parasites and the toxins out. And, you know, you just start to do things to make sure you are in alignment, man, to your vision.
What about cycling? How often you do that?
I cycle about 3 to 5 times a week. So, like today, I did weightlifting and cycling. Tomorrow, I might just weightlift. Then Wednesday, I'm gonna double up again. So I just, and a lot of the times, if I gotta be on set, if I, you know what I'm saying, or if I got an audition, or if I'm with my son, you know, all that stuff kind of takes its toll. You know what I'm saying? But I think cross training is great. I do a lot of hiking too. I go in the woods, man, and you know, I connect with the Most High.
Ain't nothing like some nature, my boy.
It ain't nothing like nature,
Ain't
bro.
nothing like it, man.
I love it. It's I go hug a tree in a New York minute. I take the motherfucking shoes off and get grounded.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? I got my stones, you know. I just think that once we get connected to that, more men will be connected to their masculinity, more men will be connected to their femininity, because when you in nature, you can't do nothing but abide by your nature.
Yeah.
You can't go outside of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would encourage people to do. Rest is important, y'all. This whole culture that tell you sleep when you dead, that's crazy.
That shit wild.
Sleep when you dead, that makes absolutely no sense to me. You know, I always tell people Steve Jobs died at 56, worth $9 billion. And he couldn't pay nobody to rent his cancer, man.
Hey, that money don't mean nothing when you dead, bro.
Come on. So, you know, get your water and get some good water, man. Try to find good water, y'all.
Good water, bro. You know what I've been on, man? I try to drink as much coconut water as I can. I go to the farmer's market, get that freshly poured coconut water.
Come on.
It costs like $20-something.
Come on, bro.
And then I get as much fruit juice as possible, orange juice, freshly squeezed, and then I got the spring water. So it's like the coconut, the fruits, and then the spring water. But
see, because back in the day, we got our water from fruit and vegetables. But because the mineral content in the food is so poor, it takes 7 apples today to equate the nutrients in 1 apple from 1970.
Damn.
That's how the soil and the herbicides and the pesticides and the GMO and the Monsantos and the list goes on and on, bro. The list goes on and on, man.
That shit, unless you grow your own shit.
And even then,
you
still have to
shit in the air, you know what I mean? So you gotta, I can't even say just leave the country because
no, it's everywhere.
It ain't
everybody say that. Now here is a lot less restricted for them because they don't pay for healthcare. See, when you go to Canada and Europe, they got to pay for their healthcare, so they're not incentivized to keep the people sick. Here they don't. They're incentivized to keep you sick because you got to pay for your own healthcare. So a patient cure is money lost for them.
That's a fact. You know what fucked me up was this nigga, what was the Dr. Fuzi? What's his name?
Oh, Dr. Sabi?
No. The COVID-19 guy that
Oh, Fauci.
Okay. Came out and said that oh yeah, I made that shit up, man. You know, the mask and
bro.
6 foot.
Man.
You know, listen. See, if you're programmed, you listen to that. And I'm not gonna say everybody. When I heard that, it just didn't make sense. Like a mask is gonna stop me from getting sick, or keeping 6 feet is gonna, you know, help me from not catching COVID. It didn't make sense in my mind. But you know, you can't explain that to people that are just, you know, kind of just in the matrix. You couldn't. I never wore a mask. I never even thought about 6 foot. Never thought about taking no COVID shot. Like none of it made sense to me, and that lets you know like how easily they could play with you. Then they come out and say it, blatantly say it,
that it was
and
Fugazi,
just like his damn name.
Yeah, exactly.
And what do we do? And we as a people don't do nothing about it.
No,
it's like shit. All right, well, they lied. Back to let's get back on social media and get posting.
Well, I think the biggest question that people didn't ask during that time is we don't have a free healthcare system, like I just said.
Mm-hmm.
So not only were they giving people this shot for free, they were incentivizing and paying people to take it. But I thought we don't have a free healthcare system.
And then they was firing you, saying if you don't take the shot, hey, you about to get fired and you're gonna be poor. So damn, let me just go ahead and take this shit. And now it's like I don't know how many people died from it. I don't know anybody personally that died from it, but I just know like it's gonna be some type of
Imagine when you breathe out, you put on a mask and you breathe out carbon dioxide. It's not called carbon live oxide. It's called carbon die. And you finna die. And it literally, bro, and I know that's a semantics, but seriously, when you're breathing in carbon dioxide, it makes you weaker. So think about this. See, that's why I never got in an argument with a plant. Because what I breathe out, the plant breathes in. And what the plant breathes out, I breathe in. That's why every relationship you have should have reciprocity. And if it don't have reciprocity, it won't last. It's like, you don't got to give me the same thing I give you. Just give me reciprocity. So the plants and the trees don't give me the same thing I give it, but it gives me something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once again, going back to nature. Going back to nature, man. But bro, it's me and you could talk to the cows come home, man. For real, bro. Because I think it's very important for people to see.
Yeah.
You know, divine masculine energy building, because see, iron sharpens iron.
All day.
Steel sharpens steel, but then will sharpens will.
I ain't never heard that one.
Bro, I got, man, the downloads.
I ain't heard that one, boy.
The downloads, bro.
I heard that one, boy.
The downloads, bro. It's only the Most High, man. All praises to the Most High, bro. For real.
We got to give it up to you, man, for sure, bro. It was a great show. Man, I hope everybody stay tuned to the end of it, man, because, man, there was so many gems that was dropped. Man, you gave out life gems, bro. Like, you could carry on. Like, if it wasn't just a bunch of things, you could take one thing and kind of just change your life and take it on with you. So, like, every person that I interview, bro, I try to take a piece from that, especially, like, the men that I interview, bro. Like, especially when they're, like, strong men, like, they understand themselves. Like, I try to take a piece from that and try to apply it to my life, you know, like, especially cycling, bro. Cycling is something that I definitely stayed away from for a good minute, bro. Like while I was locked up, I've been on that motherfucker for an hour and I'll be in a whole nother world. Bro. I'll be in a whole nother world. I ain't even thinking about the journey. I'm just, you know, going, you know. But bro, I appreciate you, bro.
Likewise, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, we got more work to do, bro. It's up.
For sure, man. Man, Mondays, man.
Yes,
for
sir.
sure, brother. It was hard, bro, for sure.
That's